everyone, and welcome back to the Life's a Learning Curve podcast with me, your host, Alicia. So today I'm joined with a very special guest, my best friend, Jessica.
Hi.
So if you don't already know me, I'm Jessica personally. Jessica is, as I've just said, my best friend of, I don't even know how long we've known each other now. Since
school?
I would say well, we only really started our friendship, I'd say year 8.
Yeah,
but it was not year 7.
ago.
That's 10.
It was 12.
12 years. We've known each other a long time. It's been a while. There's been very many stages of our friendship. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, if you don't already know me and Jessica personally, Jessica is my best friend of many years, and we are here to talk to you about burnout and kind of knowing when your limits are and what to do to take a break that is effective and can really benefit you in the long run. So Jessica is here today to speak to you about her experience of taking a break within the industry of nursing. So without further ado, could you just give us a bit of a background of your history into being a nurse, your caring kind of experiences and stuff like that?
I've always wanted to be a nurse or be some kind of medical profession, I suppose.
Yeah.
From being about 9.
Really?
It's just been, forever.
That's
but
crazy.
there's not really been anything behind it. There was no motive. A lot of people, it's relatives they've looked after and they just want to get into it that way.
Yeah.
But for me, I just woke up and I was like, I want to do something medical. I want to look after people.
That's
Started off wanting to be a midwife.
Mhm.
Decided that was not it.
When did you decide that? Was that in college?
In college, when I was going for my interviews, and I changed to paramedic. Then I settled on nursing.
Yeah.
So I did health and social care at college. Then went to uni to do my adult nursing.
Yeah.
And now I'm here today as a nurse.
Woo! Qualified nurse.
Yeah. It's a long time.
No, it is a long time. And do you feel like when you was at uni, 'cause I didn't really ever understand what you was doing, I'm not gonna lie. I in college when you were doing health and social care, I was like, yeah, I know she wants to be a nurse or be something that people can go to for help, but I didn't know what type of nurse you do. Even now, if someone sends me a video oh, what nursing does Jess do? I'm like, surgical or something, I don't know, she helps people. So, you know when how you changed your mind in college about being a midwife to being adult nursing, at uni did you change kind of what ward and specialism you wanted to do?
No, so when I went to uni, my degree is just adult nursing.
Right.
So I can work anywhere in the adult field.
Oh.
If I wanted to, I could still go work in children's.
Alright.
I could still go and be a paramedic, but I'd have to do top up situations.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the best degree that you can do in this situation. If I was a midwife,
yeah, I
can't just go and be an adult nurse.
Right. Okay.
So I'm an adult nurse, but I'm more of a surgical adult nurse.
That's your specialism.
Yeah. So I look after people who have had surgery, basically.
Okay.
But I can change to whatever I want if I wanted.
So this is probably going to be really out of context, but for my job, I can pick up overtime on different departments. Is it a bit like that, where you could?
Yeah. So I can do that if I want to.
Okay.
I just choose not to.
Just do what we're there for.
Yeah, I do my 34 hours a week and I'm out of there.
I think if people who are not in the nursing industry, like myself, and kind of don't understand that, that's probably quite insightful because, like I say, I know that you do nursing, but the specifics of it, I feel like it's such a wide spectrum of different opportunities.
I feel like a lot of people think that nurses go into a hospital one day, on the first day of work or every shift.
Yeah.
And they're like, right, you're going working on this ward today.
Right, okay.
But it's not like that. You work on a specific ward.
Yeah.
So if you work on a stroke ward,
yeah,
you just look after stroke patients.
Okay.
I feel like people think that a ward is just a general.
Yeah. And
everybody's different.
Yeah.
Most people in that room are same but different.
Yeah.
I feel like people don't see it like that.
It's, that whole environment, hospitals and stuff, that's your everyday, but that's not my everyday.
Yeah.
Going to a hospital is very rare. You don't want to be going there, unless you're having a baby or something like that. You don't want to have to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
So you probably see that hospital environment a lot differently to how I would perceive it.
I actually find it difficult to understand why people are scared of hospitals.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't understand it. I don't know why. I think it's such a controlled environment. You're safe. I don't understand.
I think for me, whenever I go, it's the unknown. I don't like not
Yeah.
knowing what's happening and like what the nurses and like doctors are thinking. Like, I mean, God forbid, like the kind of hospital experience that I've had when I had to go with my boyfriend because he sliced his thumb.
Yeah.
And even then I was like, oh my God, like what if they have to do this and what does this mean? Why do we have to go here? Like, why does he need to do this? Like, it's that unknown. So that's like the fear factor for me. But I get what you mean. Like, it's the safest environment possible that you could be in.
Yeah.
So,
In that moment that you need help,
yeah,
you're safe.
that's crazy.
But yeah, I never understand it. Like Kyle's absolutely petrified
Is he?
of the hospital, any medical situation, and I don't understand it.
Do you think maybe he'll get better with time?
Maybe. Like, he's got 2 chances because I come on talking about it all the time.
So basically, as I mentioned, obviously Jess is a nurse, and with your nursing qualification, you've focused on this industry for such a long time. You obviously have to do something like placement hours and like essays and get everything signed off and stuff. Obviously, there gets to a point where you do hit burnout and you're at a point where you're like, I can't continue doing this. Did you experience that a lot throughout uni, or is it kind of more only in like recent months?
Uni, the academic side, fine. It's not something that I struggle with. But placement side, the only way I can describe it is it's like starting a new job every single placement. And then you're only there for a short period of time.
Yeah.
So like you could be there for 4 weeks. You get used to it, you get used to the staff, and then you leave and move on. That I used to hate.
Yeah.
Hated placements with a passion. My anxiety was through the roof.
God.
And I did have a period of time on my A&E placement where I had to get a sick note from a doctor for 3 weeks because I couldn't cope with it.
What year was this?
My last year.
Oh my God.
The start of my last year. And I took 3 weeks off.
Because it just wasn't.
It.
No.
No
Not for
good. No good. No.
Not the one that you want to be on. So it was mainly just placements that caused like not breakdowns, but like
Yeah, just
burnout.
Yeah. But it's draining as well because placement, you're being watched, you're being monitored, you're being assessed constantly.
Yeah.
It's on your mind that you've got to get signed off on all these different things. If you don't do that, if you don't get your hours, you don't pass.
That's crazy.
It's a lot of stress and pressure.
Yeah.
And then obviously with the NHS, there's no staff. Students are not supposed to be in the numbers. They get used in the numbers.
Yeah.
It's mental out there.
It's a crazy field. Yeah, it's very, very much understaffed and not paid well enough for what you do, my God. Obviously, when you finished placement, and obviously you'd had that pressure of people watching you and, you know, the pressure of having to get signed off and all that stuff, did you think going into, like, the industry full-time that pressure would be relieved and you'd just be able to enjoy your job?
Kind of not. I always knew that I was probably going to have some type of stress from it, but not to the level that I did have.
Yeah.
But then on the other side, I was like, but I'll be settled at work.
Yeah.
I won't be thinking about uni. I won't be thinking about my part-time job. It'll just be work.
Yeah.
But obviously, it didn't work out like that.
It didn't, but that's alright. That's what we're here to talk about today. And it is an important conversation, I think, especially for nursing students and people in that like kind of field and industry, and just in general, to hear your experiences and how you kind of navigated that time. So just to kind of get into it, do you kind of want to explain the process of how you decided that you was like, enough's enough, I need to step back and I need to prioritise me because this job is not the one for me?
Yeah. So I was obviously only about 4 months into working post like qualifying.
Yeah.
And I was going to work every day, drained, crying.
Yeah.
Literally felt like I was just walking on eggshells. I would leave work and I'd be like counting down the days until I'm back again. And I just felt like I didn't have a break because I was constantly thinking about work.
Yeah.
And this one particular day, I didn't have any thoughts of going off sick or anything like that. I went into work and one of the nurses said to me, "Are you alright?" And I just lost it.
Yeah.
I just cried
I
and cried
you that day.
and cried. I went into the office with one of our managers. She was like, "You need to go to occupational health."
Yeah.
So I went, and then from there I ended up having 3.5 months off work. Unplanned, totally unplanned.
Yeah, I think probably without you realising, your your body probably was ready for a question like that for you to understand that you was at your
lowest.
Yeah, like you was at your
Massively.
maximum what you could
Yeah.
kind of take, and you was at your lowest of what kind of where you was at physically and mentally. Like, it's not a nice thought when you're counting down the days when you have to go back to work and you're dreading going back in. Like, that's not, you're not enjoying your job at that point.
No.
So yeah, it's not necessarily that you knew you had to take a break. It was more like a bodily response.
Yeah, like I was just, I don't know, it was just natural that I ended up
Yeah.
taking a break.
Yeah.
I went to the doctor the day after.
Do you think that if you hadn't had that experience, do you think you would have? Well, I mean, you can't say that you wouldn't even think about going off for sick, but do you think there would have been a part of you that would have thought about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was getting like too bad for me in the situation that I was in.
Yeah.
And obviously in the job role, you can't be somewhere else.
No.
Your mindset has to be there.
Yeah.
And if it's not there, then you're not safe.
Yeah.
Your patient's not safe.
No.
So you need to just take the break.
Yeah. 100%. Best thing that you can do. It's the best thing that you could do for yourself.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've come out of it on the better side. During that break, what was it that you kind of did to focus on like regenerating your passion and like your kind of desire for the job and like just your general kind of well-being? What acts did you kind of do?
So I just focused on, I tried not thinking about work.
Yeah.
And I just focused on getting me
Yeah.
back to me, because I'd stopped doing everything that I enjoyed.
Yeah.
I weren't going out, didn't
No.
want to do anything, didn't want to see anyone.
Yeah.
So I literally, every day, I made myself get up, get dressed, go for a walk.
Yeah.
And that is essentially all I did. But it made me feel so much better.
Yeah.
And then obviously a few weeks into my sickness,
Yeah.
I started like my counselling sessions with my
Mhm.
counsellor. That was obviously massive, that was
Yeah.
huge. And I feel like that, if I hadn't have done the counselling, I probably wouldn't have gone back to work.
Really?
Yeah,
No way.
I would have just left there and then.
Oh my god.
I'd have been like, I'm not doing this.
So do you think, well, obviously a lot of people talk about the important benefits of counselling. I remember me and you messaging saying that like it was life-changing for you.
Yeah.
Do you think like in a way it should be an important part of every kind of industry that you should have access to that?
Yeah. I actually feel like every single person should have a counsellor. Just to go and speak to somebody who you don't know
Yeah.
for a set period of time and
Yeah.
just rant and get everything off your chest.
Yeah.
And then walk away afterwards and not even think about it.
Yeah.
It's so freeing. It's great.
It's great.
Absolutely fucking fantastic. And honest to God.
I love that. I'm glad that you did that as well, because obviously even just going to that and kind of taking the step to do it, that's quite a big thing. I mean, I don't know if I could like even personally take that step and like it says sit into a room with a stranger and unload on someone, but a lot of people do speak about the benefits of it. So it's good that you've had a positive experience.
So good.
Unreal.
Yeah.
So a lot of walking.
A hell of a lot of walking. Gym.
Yeah.
Eating healthy.
Mhm.
Counselling. Spending time with my friends and my family.
Yeah.
Really.
And then eventually got
Obviously
back to
Kyle is
it. Yeah.
massive in that situation.
Mhm.
I took the step to contact work
Yeah.
and like I kind of set up a meeting with my manager and I just wanted to like know what my options were. I kind of knew that I didn't want to go back to that environment, that fast-paced,
Yeah.
busy environment that I was in.
Yeah.
So I told them this, I voiced that, and then obviously I went back to work. Different, same type of thing, but different setting.
Right. Okay.
And obviously that's where I am now.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that my anxiety's disappeared,
Yeah,
because it's not.
Yeah.
But it's a lot better than it was.
Yeah. Which is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Do you think you've learned how to manage it during your time off as well?
Yeah. Previously I would just crack on, keep going,
Yeah.
power through,
Yeah.
not the answer.
Yeah. No.
Now I can recognise that if I'm getting stressed, I walk away.
Mhm.
I go and take a break, I have 5 minutes,
Yeah.
I have a drink, I have something to eat, I go back. And it's all just about learning
100%.
what's right for you in that
Yeah.
scenario.
100%. I
Yeah.
think a few of my friends that I know from like university are nurses, and they're kind of guilty of not taking that break and just following through like with their entire shift without a break. I think that probably does cause a lot of burnout
Yeah.
because you're not actually allowing yourself, like you're there taking care of all these patients but you're not taking that break to take care of yourself.
Yeah, I am still guilty of sometimes not taking a break. But that is unfortunately sometimes just the nature of the job.
Yeah.
You can't just turn around and leave your patients in an unsafe scenario.
No.
I'm not saying it should be that way because it shouldn't.
No.
But I do try to prioritise my breaks.
Yeah.
As much as I can.
Yeah. You do need them. You just need them in work, in life in general.
Yeah.
Like if you just keep going and going and going and going, you will literally just get to a wall at a point where you're just like, there's nothing left.
Yeah, that is the wall that I got to.
Yeah.
And then it didn't end well, clearly.
But you're back to a place now where it's, like you say, it's manageable, and
Yeah.
I think it's important to understand that like anxiety and stuff like that and these feelings, they don't just go away, but learning how to monitor them and learning how to like live with them instead of like live against it does allow you to change your mindset towards the stuff that you do in your work environment.
Yeah. And like I remember in one of my counselling sessions, so on my first few I didn't really speak much.
Okay.
I did speak, but only like when she asked me certain questions. And this one week I went in and I was so angry. I don't know why. I was very angry. And for the whole hour I just spoke. I don't know where it came from. I can't tell you what I said because I don't remember.
Yeah.
I just spoke and spoke and spoke. And at the end of it, she said to me, "How do you feel?" And I said, "Amazing." And she said, "That's because you've actually honoured yourself."
Yeah.
And I just burst into tears. Yeah, I always remember that because I always just know that you just got to honour yourself.
Yeah.
Nobody else matters in that situation.
No.
Just you.
I love that.
Always remember that. It was one of the best days ever.
That's such a good like little slogan to live by as well, because I feel like if you're not honouring yourself well enough, then you're not doing true justice to yourself. Are you? Like, you're not to like get a bit deep, but like what are you not living for? But like if you don't kind of take action to honour yourself and the kind of stuff that you're doing and like the work that you've put in, then no one else is going to do it for you. Not to the ability that you know you can do yourself.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that counselling works out so well for you, because like I say, it sounds like a scary experience, but actually it's like...
It's one of the least... Obviously taking the step is the scary part, but after that,
it's
amazing.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I love that. And like you still go on walks and stuff now, don't you?
Yeah, when I
You do
can, yeah.
a bit of drawing as well.
Do I?
You do?
Do
See
I?
on your story the other day. You're drawing.
Drawing?
Drawing. Send me a picture of the drawing you were doing, like colouring. Not drawing, colouring.
I can't draw.
Do I draw?
Yeah.
No, yeah, colouring.
Yeah.
Well, you've always coloured. You've done that since like
Yeah, I
college.
always coloured. I love colouring.
And be buying them colourful, because that used to be such a big trend, didn't it? Then colourful pads that you could buy.
Oh yeah, like the big ones.
Yeah, there's the big thingy ones. I think I bought one and did that one, and then I was like,
No.
I'm done now.
Dedicated colour. Massive.
So we're kind of coming towards the end, but just kind of a bit of reflection for yourself. You have kind of touched on this a little bit, but since you've been back at work and since you took this break, what have you learned about yourself? And do you, obviously how you kind of try and prioritise your break as much as possible at work, when you kind of come home after work or after you've done a shift, you know, for a week or whatever, and you've got a few days off, is there anything that you do to prioritise like that refresh to get you prepared?
At the time away. I just try and not think about work.
Yeah.
As soon as I get home, so on my drive home from work, I always reflect on my day.
Do you?
Always.
Okay.
I don't know if it's just part of the job or I don't know, but I always reflect on my day, on my patient. Obviously if I miss anything, that's obviously always in mind.
Yeah.
But once I pull up on the drive, I try and not think about work until I'm getting back in my car and going to work.
That's really good.
On my days off, I just try and keep busy. I just try and do things that I enjoy.
Yeah.
Go for walks, colouring.
Yeah.
Anything like that. Spending time with friends, family, Kyle. But yeah, just taking time for me.
Yeah.
And not worrying about what might happen at work on my next shift.
Yeah.
It's not even happened yet.
Yeah. I feel like since this kind of experience, and even a little bit before, you was always very much tuned into your well-being, but I feel like now, whether the way like you speak about it and the way that like you explain the stuff that you've learned through counselling, like you're very well-being, you're like a well-being advocate. You are, like genuinely. Like you're like, yeah, I walk, I colour, I reflect. But which is good, like, but like, that's what I mean. Like I feel like you, as your like best friend, there is such a change towards your attitude towards like your anxiety and your well-being.
Yeah.
Which you've evolved. Evolved's the right word.
Evolved. Maybe?
Evolved. You evolved a lot, especially since the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
When you was off work and stuff like that. Like, that was not a nice thing to have to see you go through, and it's a hard thing to navigate how to support you in that, because sometimes you do just want to be alone, or sometimes you do need to keep busy. But I think you understanding yourself and you kind of being like, right, get out of bed, we're going to get out, and you actually focusing on you probably did you a world of good.
Yeah, 100%.
Rather than
but
people
also
like,
there was obviously days when I didn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Didn't want to leave the house. But my mum got me out of bed. She was like, no, get up, we're going out.
Yeah.
Like, if I hadn't have had my mum and Kyle in that situation, and you, God knows where I'd be.
Yeah.
Seriously, no idea.
People around you that do help.
Yeah.
Last little bit, do you kind of have any advice for anyone who might be in a similar situation to what you was in, either through at uni or college, like even through changing their mind whether they want to be a midwife to an adult nurse, or through feeling that they need to take a feeling like they need to take a break and they're at their absolute maximum? What would you say?
Don't feel guilty about things not being right, things not working out how you thought it was going to work out. You're not the only person who's ever been in that situation. Do what's right for you. Take the break. Just do it for you. Nobody else. Nobody else matters.
No.
Just do everything for you, with you in mind.
Yeah. So that was quite inspirational.
Thanks.
It's going to get clicked. That kind of concludes our episode. So thank you so much for coming on today. I really appreciate it. You're welcome. I hope you enjoyed it. Was it alright?
It was great.
Was it as scary as you thought?
No, it was great.
And I hope you've all enjoyed watching or listening at home or wherever you are. Please do follow the podcast on social media at Life's a Learning Curve Pod on Instagram, and should be on TikTok too. TikTok too. It should be on TikTok soon as well. And visit our website, which will be linked below in all descriptions. And I will catch you next week. Do you want to say bye?
Bye.
Bye.